Has this ever happened to you? How about this? Do you want it to stop? Well, I'm going with the assumption that you're not a masochist, so I believe the answer to that question is yes. And if that's the case, I may have the solution to your problems. I may not be able to magically make you not suck at the game and put some skill in your chubby hands, but I'm certainly able to mitigate your condition by helping you craft the best early build of all time, both for PvP and PvE. A build that's super strong against both enemy mobs, bosses, and overweight basement jewelers. Not only that, you can craft this build in about an hour, counting from the start of the game. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Pick the Vagabond starting class since it has the most vigor, dex, and strength. Make your character and give them a name worthy of a warrior of legend. That sounds alright. Select the golden steed as a keepsake and start your journey. Remove your gear until you have less than 25% equip load in order to light roll. Beat the grafted scion on your first try as you see here and get stepped on by Melina in this cutscene.
Nice balls you got here, buddy. Mind if I crush them?
Ignore the tutorial area, upgrade your Crimson tier flask and head into Lingrave.
It's beautiful.
Avoid the Tree Sentinel by applying very complex sneaking tactics and go to the Church of Hell. Pick up the Smithing Stone and talk to the merchant for absolutely no reason other than your OCD since we're not buying jack shit, and head east to the Seaside Ruin site of Grace. And be reminded of the fact that you have never felt the touch of a woman in your life.
But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
Go back to the Church of Hell and listen to the angry Smurf rant about her lack of father figure.
Give me attention!
Get the spirit calling bell and use your recently acquired core to head to the gate front. Grab the map and head down to the basement of the ruins undetected and without taking any damage. Pick up the whetstone knife and the storm stomp ash of wall. And use your accord to go back to the church. Teleport to the Seaside Ruin site of Grace and mark this spot on the map right here. Once you get there, make this little jump right here just because you're such a silly goose. Tap this guy, pick up the smithing stone, the stone sword key, and summon your accord, head down the road and pick up this morning star from the red carriage, the smithing stone 2 and the mighty shot ash of war without barely escaping within an inch of your life. And use your time manipulation powers to pass time until noon to avoid the horrors of the night. Keep heading towards Castle Morn and grab the map. Go back to the Seaside Ruin site of Grace, summon your accord, jump in this neat little house right here, head towards the Discord Mod's basement and grab the Twin Blade. Head towards the other Discord Mod's basement and activate the Discord Mod's chloroform trap chest without taking any damage from the rats. Open the chest to your left, go to the right and make it through the passageway on your first try. Grab the rod grease in the corner and go outside of your cave for the first time in your life, tap the Discord Mod for good luck, summon your accord, pick up the dog with rabies and call Melina to feel the touch of a woman for the first time in your life. You will pass out due to raw shock and wake up in a totally different place, the round table hold. Jump down in here, grab the Cypher Vata from the bedroom, equip your Morning Star and smack this guy in the head with it. Try doing a running attack and rolling backwards with your light roll afterwards. You should be fine. Just be careful when he two-hands the weapon though, because he has hyper armor. Get his souls, head back upstairs and level your vigor. Head back to the gate front side of Grace, go up the highway ignoring everything, smack this dude in the face for good luck, pick up the golden seed in the top, go to your right and pick up the smithing stones, go back to the road and speak to the Scottish lady with the dead friends.
You fucking idiot.
Mark the spot on the map, get on your accord and be on your way. Along the way, ravage this village right here, get this dog for good luck, kill it because it is now following you, rescue the best NPC in the game and decapitate this dude and wear his head as a sign of dominance, pick up the smithing stone in the bridge, talk to the merchant for no other reason than OCD and kill this dog. And prepare for our first boss fight, the dead drunken sailor. I read somewhere online that back in the day, sailors were weak to being brutally smacking the head with a blunt object, so we should probably try that approach. He should go down pretty easily. Grab the smithing stone and ignore his angry relatives, and level up your vigor. Remember not to go over level 20 yet. Go to the basement stairs where all the dogs are, use the stone sword key and grab the green dog talisman from the chest. Keep going up the hill and be greeted by your designated cannibal while you enter Ohio. Smack some sense into her and fail to ignore the dogs like the OCD-ridden idiot that you are. Jump over this cute little wall right here and mark this spot right here on the map. Admire the rod view, pick the boluses in this corner right here, do some parkour with your accord in here, raid the tombs of the deceased for some quick cash, head down to the Forsaken Ruins to pick up the smithing stone +4, spend an unnecessary amount of time trying to hit the shiny ball and get the somber smithing stone 4. Get on your accord, go south and jump over the little funny walls, head up to the north of the road and go to your left, ignoring the rain of meteor dildos of course. Rob the corpse of this poor man out of his last early possession, jump down the cliffs and keep following the spot marked on your map. Upon reaching, grab the starlight shard and realize that you marked the ocean like an absolute dumbass all along. But hey, there's a map pillar nearby, so mark it and go there right now. Ignore the angry dragon with the gingivitis problem and go grab the map. Talk to the merchant for no reason but notice the awesome drip he's selling. Try to offer him some cash for it and get interrupted by the horrors of the night police.
Watch your jet!
Head back to the merchant and buy the awesome drip, because we gotta look good at all times, you know. Remove your pants so you can still light roll and head towards the watch spot. There's a site of grace behind it. Have your OCD force you to climb the tower and pretend that you're a Solid Snake. What a thrill. By sneaking behind these dudes and risk your life for a talisman that you'll probably never use. Cross the bridge without taking any damage and head towards the left, up to the hill. Realize that the gates are closed and that you don't remember how to enter the area that you need to go. Go to this way to your right, avoiding the mad giant, and jump down here. Have your character stare directly into your soul while you Google how to enter the castle. Go down this way, jump up these rocks, smack the bat for good luck, mind the gap, and kill the scarab without falling to a horrible death in the process. Congratulations, you have picked up what we came here for, the Flaming Strike Ash of War. But of course, we are not done yet. Head back to the Storm Shack side of Grace. Test your new toys on the Godrick Sims before heading inside the gates. The buff from the Flaming Strike Ash of War makes your weapon deal double damage basically. It's super strong for both PvE and PvP. Clean yourself of the blood of your enemies by touching Grace. It is now time to fight Margit. Beat Margit super easily without taking any damage, and level up your vigor. This is where the path branches. If you want to remain at this level to practice PvP, I suggest you to not level over 21. If you are mailerless and don't care about PvP, level up vigor as much as you want. Talk to the malnourished tall guy and tell him to open the gates. Pick up the items without taking any damage and enter the castle through the hole in the wall, the sneaky way. And erase the local wildlife. Head up the path, beat the exiled storm sims and proceed down the hall. Go up the stairs and bravely beat the malnourished slaves. Jump down here, beat this big boy, and the item we want the most is at the end of the hall, the Hookclaws. Head up the stairs, enter the lob closet and show the banished knight who's the top here. Get impressed by his T-posing skills, loot the room and get out. Climb the ladder and proceed to the rampant tower side of Grace, and invest 1 point into dexterity to be able to use them. Congrats, we have almost completed the build. Go back to the round table and use the smithing stones you picked up along the way to upgrade your Morningstar and your Hookclaws up to +3 at the most. The Hookclaws are very good at this level. Flaming Strike buffs both of them when you two-hand them. This damage output combined with the bleed makes them incredibly strong for both PvE and PvP. Squidward stat didn't stand it. Even on water, where fire is weak, they deal very big damage to our tarnished. You probably could not upgrade both the Morningstar and the Hookclaws to +3, so we're gonna get the extra kidney stones right now. Head back to the first step side of Grace and head southwest from them. Jump down right here. Underneath, there's an antisocial merchant that will sell you smithing stones. Buy those and the balsas, since you're at it. We are now gonna go to the Lingray tunnels to get the remaining kidney stones. Enter the tunnel right here. Equip your Morningstar because the enemies in here are resistant to kitty claws, and pick up all the smithing stones in the area. There are shiny yellow spots on the wall and there should be a total of 9 in the whole dungeon. Sometimes you can extract the kidney stones out of the miners too, but that's up to chance, so don't count on it. Head to the end of the area, defeat the stone dealer troll with your powerful kitty claws, and go back up. Time to complete the remaining upgrades. Remember, upgrade your weapons only to +3 if you are interested in PvP. Otherwise, time to get our flask of this thing. Head to the Saints Bridge side of Grace, summon your accord, cross the bridge, past the merchant, and start jumping down these cliffs towards the minor earth tree. Head towards Bob Ross's cabin, steal his painting with a happy little tree in it, and mark this spot in the Silent Hill Woods to go get the map and head there. While going through the Silent Hill Woods, ignore the hardest enemy in the game and pick up the map. Open the map and mark this spot right here. It's the 3rd Church of Margit. Head to the church and pick up the flask with your first crystal tier. Pick up also the sacred tier and upgrade your crimson tier flask as much as you can. Tell to the first woman that has ever touched you if you please.
Marika says that you should wash your balls, mate.
And head back to the smoldering church side of Grace. There's an optional item that we can get right now if you please, which is Radagon's Soreseal. As you might possibly know already, Radagon's Soreseal gives you 5 extra points in vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity, in exchange for taking 15% more damage. This item can be very useful for early PvP and PvE, but it wears off if you level up for PvP and also if you progress the game in PvE.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
So if you're not interested, you can skip this part and go right into the final part of the guide, where we are gonna get the most juicy item. If not, we are going to the Kalem Ruins side of Grace, which is east from the Rodview side of Grace. Wait, it's already activated? Oh god. Oh no. It's happening again. We're gonna head east and jump the continent gap. Keep heading east, grab the map and ignore the dragons unless you want your anal cavities explored. Head east as much as you can, past the giant hangover dragon, not without tapping him in the nose for good luck, into Fort Farod, and be careful with the enemies here because they are very strong and they can send you back to Grace faster than you can say G9. Climb the stairs, jump down here, jump down this hole like the absolute fucking dumbest that you are. and jump back down. Deal with these blue Radagon sims if you need to. They take long to kill, but your claws should do the trick. And go down here. Carefully avoid the rats without taking any damage and jump this little gap right here. Look out for Mama Rat because she hits like a truck. Jump down and get the Radagon's Soreseal. Get the fuck out of there as fast as you possibly can and go back to the smoldering church. You sneaky piece of shit, you skipped it, didn't you? Just kidding. Equip your Flaming Strike on your Morning Star. You're gonna need it. We're gonna fight the Putrid Avatar located in the minor area near the smoldering church. Deal with all the mobs before the boss without taking any damage like the king or queen that you are and head towards the boss. Summon the deceased spirits of the sailor's family and head into the fight. The Putrid Avatar is weak to fire and strike damage, and we casually have both with us, so we're gonna deal with tons of damage to him. Unfortunately, he hurts really bad too. The Skellies revive if they don't take any damage after dying for a while, so they're gonna be a good distraction. After flawlessly beating the Putrid Avatar on your first try, you'll get the Green Burst Crystal tier and the Flame-Shrouding crack tier, which will heavily boost your fire damage from your fire-infused weapon. And congratulations, you now have an extremely powerful build that is both great for PvE and PvP in the early stages of the game. The claws are also amazing throughout the whole game too if you wish to continue to PvP with them. And that's pretty much it. I recorded some PvP footage to show you guys the power of this very simple build in the early game. It can of course be extended upon and add more power to the arsenal if you wish so, but for now, this little setup should help you overcome the tough early game against both PvE and PvP enemies. Just remember to practice though, because no build will ever carry your sorry ass if you suck. Thanks for watching wait, what were you watching again? Wait, what am I doing? Oh no, it's happening. Oh, my memories. Elden Ring?
What the fuck is that?
Oh, thou art still here? Well, thanks for watching, I suppose. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to OnlyWaifu. Check out these other videos for more memes and fun times. Time to build the build of your life, Tarnished. And don't forget to pay attention to me while you do so. I feel very lonely.